directly, urgently, and repeatedly about this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالْقَاذِمِينَ الْغَيْظَ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. So Allah didn't say who didn't feel anger, because anger, everybody will feel anger. He said who feel anger and control it. So we just need to make sure that we restrain our anger, we control our anger. We're allowed to feel it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the ability and allow us to feel angry, but He did not allow us to lose it. Okay? So to restrain ourselves, that moment of holding back, it's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves to do from us. So Allah doesn't reward you for not feeling angry. You always, anytime, anyone, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam felt angry sometimes. But the reward that you get in when you choose not to react to your anger. So the verse continue, وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ. So it's not only that you control your anger, is you forgive. So that's the second one, and we know the Abu Bakr and Umar ibn Khattab, the famous accident when he kept his anger and he released the servant that gave him that news. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also said, وَاصْبِرْ وَمَا صَبْرُكَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ وَلَا تَحْزَنْ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا تَكُنْ فِي ضَيْقٍ مِّمَّا يَمْكُرُونَ. So be patient. Your patience is only through Allah. Do not grieve over them and do not stress over what they do to you. So in our life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speak to the Prophet himself, asking the oh yeah. It's for yeah, yeah. Good and evil are not equal. Reveal evil was what is better, and the one who was your enemy will become like a chosen friend. So ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you a chance. So when someone is in an argument or any kind of disagreement with you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving you that as a chance to take that person on your side. And eventually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, if Allah says something, it will happen. So that person will definitely one day become your closest friend. Just because of that moment that you chose to keep your anger and do not continue that argument with him. So the person who provoke you is handling you and handing you an opportunity. That person who's like an argument with you and making your issue is handing you an opportunity that one day how you respond to that is determined whether you grow or shrink that opportunity. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the also famous hadith when someone come and ask him to give him an advice. Ya Rasulullah, give me an advice. What did the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said? لا تغضب. Do not get angry. So he asked him again to give him another advice. So what he said? لا تغضب. He repeated the second time. And then he asked him again, give me another advice. And he said, لا تغضب. So he gave him the advice 3 times. The guy was expecting different. But Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam repeated 3 times. لا تغضب, لا تغضب, لا تغضب. So just do not get angry. This is the whole thing. This is the main advice Rasulullah give it to someone when he asks him for an advice. So anger is a root of broken promises. So when you're angry, you'll break your promise. When you're angry, your tongue will say something that you will regret. When you're angry, the relationship can be broken, trust can be broken, and then you're unable to control yourself. So control it, and you protect yourself, everything that ever can create it from that anger. Also, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, ليس الشديد بالسرعة إنما الشديد الذي يملك نفسه عند الغضب. So no offense, Sheikh Abdul Hamid, he did a little wrestling with somebody and got hurt. So no offense, but the strong person is not who can beat someone when wrestling. The strong person who can control his anger when he's angry. So the Prophet ﷺ completely flipped it. The strong person in the room is the one he can escalate. He has the strength and he can escalate, but he choose otherwise. So it's not like when you don't have any option, then when you stop. It's only when you have the ability to respond and have the ability to beat the person in front of you. However, you choose to, control your anger. So walk away from that argument. You could win it, but shouldn't have. You could win it. You could have had won that argument, but you just choose to walk away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam also said that إِذَا غَضَبَ أَحَدَكُمْ وَهُوَ قَائِمٌ فَلْيَجْلِسْ. Now Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is giving us how we can react. He's given us the cure. He's given us the solution. When you start getting angry, your argument with anybody in your family, you're arguing with somebody at home, and you stand it up, the first thing that you should do is you sit down. Now, if you sit down and that anger goes away, good. If it didn't, Rasul said, فَلْيَضَّجَعْ, lay down. So you stand it up, you have an argument, first thing you do, you sit down. This might cool you down. If it didn't, try to lay down even more. So that will give you that feeling of release of distress. So Rasul giving us the cure and the solution for it. Also, إن الغضب من الشيطان وإن الشيطان خلق من نار وإنما تطفأ النار بالماء فإذا غضب أحدكم فليتوضأ. This is a second solution. You get angry. This is another hadith. You get angry. What you should do? The anger is from shaitan. And shaitan was built, or was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him from fire. So what put the fire down? What distinguished the fire? The water. So what you should do, the second thing, if you get angry, you make wudu. That will cool you down. That will release, more of that stress. So the first thing, if you're standing up, sit down. If you're sitting down, you're still angry, you lay down. That's the first solution. Second solution is to make wudu. That will put you down. And then the last and most important thing is to say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إني أعلم كلمة لو قالها لذهب عنه ما يجد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. This is the third solution. You say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم and you say it out loud. So three things. If you do it, will cool you down and hopefully inshallah will get away your anger. من قدم غيظا وهو قادر على أن ينفذه دعاه الله عز وجل على رؤوس الخلائق يوم القيامة حتى يخيره في أي الحور شاء. الحور العين now. This is the ultimate goal. So, subhanallah, if you can control your anger, and if you're able to react. So if you're able to react and you're able to protect yourself, you're able to take that person in front of you down, but you choose to control your anger, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment will ask you to come forward and He will make you choose from whatever hur'in that you want in Jannah, inshallah. So that moment of resistance where you could have done it and you didn't, Allah sees that and the reward is in front of all the creation, inshallah. Okay, so the Muslim that everyone trusts. This is the series. The Muslim that everyone trusts is the person that can control anger. There's someone whose anger never gets him. It's not the person who he gets angry. Is the person that anger never gets him. That's the Muslim that everyone trusts. So the homework for today: think about a situation in your life that you got angry and you should have not. You got angry and you should have not. And think about would have it happened different if I didn't get angry in that situation? What could have it changed in the situation if I didn't get angry? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us all of the people of hilm. Okay? And the patient one. May Allah cool the fire in our chest before it reaches our tongue and our hand. Inshallah. May Allah make us the strongs, the people on the room who, not the person who dominate, is the person who can control and hold themselves together when everything in us wants to fail apart. امين. سبحان الله وبحمده اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله.